Hello. I thought we would start this video off a little differently this time, since it's not just the last new moon cycle from new moon to new moon in this year, but in this decade. And with that in mind, I thought I would share what I usually do when a new moon arrives. And so I'll usually begin by cleansing my energy, and then lighting a candle and setting an intention, doing a tarot spread, setting my intentions, and scripting my best life. And I usually have a journal for that, where I keep a record of what I've been working on for the year. But I also go ahead and write down specifically what I'm releasing and attempting to manifest on a smaller piece of paper, and practicing safety first always, guys. I then go ahead and burn that as a symbolic release and surrender to the greater plan, as a symbolic way of releasing that to the universe, of allowing anything that no longer serves me to be transmuted into positive energy and be released back out where it may better serve someone else. And also of surrendering my desires to the universe, to spirit, to my guides, because in this form I can only see what I can see, but I know my higher self can see further. I know there's a greater plan out there. And so I also make sure to make space for the unexpected, for other lessons the universe has in store for me, for other unexpected paths of growth, so that I can continue on this path to my best life. And then I'll always end the session with thanks to the universe and by blowing out the candle. So, with that in mind, it is my intention for the length of this burn to channel guidance on behalf of myself and you, that we may see the best way to work with the energy of this new moon, the easiest area in which we are able to manifest, what we should be open to during this last full moon cycle of this year and this decade, and additional resources to aid in manifestation. Thank you, universe. Thank you, guides. Thank you, spirit, for working with us today. I ask the smoke from these lovely incense matches to cleanse this space, cleanse my energy and cleanse yours of anything that no longer serves. And I set the intention to invite in only energy that is in service of our highest and greatest good. And so it is. Thank you. So my intention this time is to do things a little differently. I have not prepared any piles, though I have gone ahead and pulled 3 decks. So I will be doing this reading entirely intuitively. We'll take whatever comes out and see what messages the universe has for us today. Before we begin, I ask you to take a deep breath, center yourself, and connect intuitively with one of the crystals here before deciding between the Amethyst, the Selenite, or the Labradorite. Timestamps will be in the description and a comment linked below. I'll see you at your designated group. Thank you. Let's begin with the Amethyst. Tell me when to stop. Thank you. The best way for you to work with this energy is by setting a strong foundation for what it is you want to bring forward with you into this new decade. I invite you to take some time to really think about how you've grown over the last 10 years and how you'd like to grow over the next 10. What is it you want to bring into being? What is it you want to grow in your life? How do you want to change? How do you want to expand? Particularly with Jupiter ending its path through Sagittarius, knowing it won't return until another 12 years have passed, at least based on what I've read, with Jupiter ruling Sagittarius. This new moon is one of great energy in terms of growth, in terms of expansion, in terms of manifestation. So I invite you to really think about what it is you want and the steps you can take to obtain it. If that's growing a new practice, such as starting up a new exercise or starting up a new hobby. If that's taking up art, taking up an instrument, working on a novel, whatever it is you're trying to chase in terms of long-term goals, in terms of dreams, now is the time to really sit down and think about, what can I do today to advance myself on that path? The easiest area for you to manifest, thank you. The easiest area in which you can manifest is in releasing that which no longer serves. As you go ahead and set these foundations for what it is you want to build, this new moon is really going to allow you to work with letting go of anything you don't want to bring forward with you into this new decade. So I really invite you to think about what it is that no longer serves you, whether that's habits, thought patterns, relationships, and really pause and think about how you can release all of that with love so that this release is less painful than it might be if forced to it. I really invite you to think about what it is you can do to ensure that as you enter this new decade, you are in the best possible place to make the next 10 years ones of empowerment, ones of growth, ones of absolute magic in terms of being in a sense of flow, of having things come to you with ease. What can you do to create more ease in your life? That's the easiest area for you to manifest in this new moon cycle. You should be open to new lessons, to meeting new mentors, or relying more firmly on those you already have. Again, with this pattern of releasing that which no longer serves and setting a foundation for that which you want to chase, now is a good time to start seeking out help in terms of guidance, in terms of other YouTube videos, in terms of classes, in terms of just general knowledge that will better serve you in making those foundations really strong and stable. Additional resources to aid in manifestation and allowing you to set these foundations and release that which no longer serves. Is identifying patterns and behaviors that you know are not in the interest of your highest and greatest good. Spirit is asking you to sit down and think about what habits, what thought patterns are keeping you chained, what's no longer serving you, in what ways are you giving in to temptations that do not aid in your growth, and what can you do to break those chains? Because you can see they're held very loosely, and they're even tied very loosely. So in releasing that which no longer serves, I'm hearing, don't be afraid to. It's not nearly as difficult as you might think it would be. You are supported in making these changes. Final advice, Spirit. Have faith that the changes you make, that these new patterns you're bringing into existence will have benefits for you, not just in terms of spiritual and emotional growth, but in terms of growth in the material realm as well. I'm hearing that Spirit knows you have an idea that you really want to bring into fruition. I can talk today, I promise. Bear with me, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm hearing that in the Ace of Pentacles, Spirit wants to assure you that what it is you're trying to grow, you are supported in it. You don't need to worry. The abundant universe will provide, and this path you want to chase will lead you to all sorts of opportunities. Any additional messages? Any additional advice? Additional advice? Thank you. Did I not just say what you are working on will lead to fruition of all that you desire? I'm hearing that, particularly in this moon cycle, as you start to think about what you can do to build your foundation, as you start to look at what you can release in your life, it would be beneficial for you to take time to really step back and look outside your own situation. I'm hearing that it would be beneficial for you to go and people watch. Maybe sit in a park or in a mall or somewhere where you can see a lot of people passing by and simply see how others go about their life. And if there's anything you can glean from watching that to use in your own. I'm hearing that think about your favorite characters and what aspects of them you admire, because it is completely possible for you to grow those traits and talents within yourself. In fruition, the harvest moon, I am very much hearing once again that the steps you take in this new moon cycle are going to lead to so many benefits and opportunities and so much prosperity for you, not just in the course of next year, but throughout the next decade. Thank you, Group 1. Those are the messages I have for you today. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you again in a future reading. Hello, Group 2. Once again, you chose the Selenite. Thank you for joining me today. Spirit, the best way for Group 2 to work with the energy, please. The best way for you to work with the energy of this new moon is to follow your passion, is to take or create opportunities for you to chase what lights you up, to chase what it is that makes you feel happy and alive and passionate, that makes you feel like, if I could, this is what I would want to do every day for the rest of my life. I'm hearing that even if you can't do that right now, if you have to not give up your day job just yet, it's important for you to make space for that which it is you want to grow. It's important for you to set aside time for these passion projects, for these hobbies, and for these areas of learning that bring you so much joy. Because in doing so and setting aside the time to grow that, I'm hearing Spirit saying, you can't imagine how much growth you will see over the next year. The easiest area in which you can manifest. Thank you. Oh, I pulled 2, so we'll pull 2. The easiest area for you to manifest is in areas of nurturing yourself and others. What can you do to take care of yourself? I'm hearing so many of you have been so stressed and run down and feeling just at least a little bit burnt out. And Spirit is asking you to take the time in this new moon cycle, from this new moon to the next, to really pamper yourself and to reconnect with nature and with your own material comforts. I'm hearing taking naps would be good for you. I'm also hearing spending time exercising would be good for you. I'm suddenly getting the feeling of riding a bike and the wind through your hair. So definitely spending time, maybe it's as simple as going for a drive if you can. I know sometimes I like to just get in the car and drive for an hour or so out of the way. wherever the road takes me and then use the GPS on my phone to find my way back home. Sometimes that really helps clear my head, and I'm hearing that would be good for you as well. I'm hearing that it's in these moments of self-care and stillness and removing yourself from your current situation that you'll get even more ideas for chasing what it is you want. I'm also hearing that by taking this time to pamper yourself now, you're creating a habit of caring for yourself, of practicing self-care and thereby practicing self-love. And Spirit very much encourages you to do so, because Spirit wants you to know you are loved and you are worthy of love. You should be open to don't be afraid of this card, please. In the Death card, I'm seeing that you should be open to great transformation. That which no longer serves you is going to fall away, and by taking this time to focus on what it is that lights you up, that brings you so much joy, by taking this time to practice self-love and step away from your daily life, at least for a little while, you're making space to grow things that better serve you. And as those things grow, that which no longer serves you will fall away with ease. I'm hearing that this transformation may surprise you because you're going to change in ways that you do expect, but also in ways you don't. But I'm also hearing all good things, and that this transformation truly is in service of your highest and greatest good. Additional resources to aid in your manifestation. In this, I'm hearing, as you practice this self-care, as you nurture yourself, as you let that which no longer serves fall away, it may bring up some past trauma, some past heartache, and Spirit is asking you to sit with that, acknowledge that, and let it go, because you do not need to carry the hurt forward with you into the new decade. I'm hearing that it would be very beneficial for you to examine these past hurts, identify the lessons, identify what you can take forward, and then through a ceremony of your own devising, symbolically let the pain of the situation go. Release that before the new year starts, if you can, if you're open to it, if you're ready. Because Spirit is saying in this new decade, you are going to feel so supported and so loved, and the easiest way for you to feel that more quickly is by not being blinded by situations from the past, is by looking at the situations that come through a detached lens. Don't be blinded by how things worked out in the past, but also listen to your intuition, listen to your gut. I'm hearing that by letting past hurts go, it's really going to be beneficial to you, because you'll be able to more clearly see the good opportunities while still retaining that gut instinct of, this is not right for me. Don't fear that by letting go of the pain of the lesson that you are somehow blinding your own inner intuition. You're not. You're actually making it easier for you to listen to that, to trust in that, and to act upon it. Other advice? Thank you. Trust that the wheel is turning in your favor. I am hearing that as this time of transformation occurs, as you chase that which brings you joy, as you practice self-care and you nurture your own self, and as you let go of that which no longer serves, you are helping to tip the balance in your favor. Trust that the universe does have your back, and that things are working out for you, that things are happening for you and not to you. Any other advice? Yes, beautiful. Group 2, the other advice that I'm hearing is, as you nurture yourself, as you let go of that which no longer serves, this is a time to celebrate all that you've learned, to celebrate how far you've come. Look at what all you've accomplished over the last decade. Look at what all you've survived. I'm hearing you have a great track record. You've survived 100% of your bad days. And that's a fantastic record and one that's hard to beat, right? So I'm hearing that a way to ease the pain of this letting go is to instead look at how it's helped you grow and all of the steps that have led you to where you are today. Because in doing so, you're going to feel such a sense of gratitude, and that's going to aid in helping you light up even more. I'm also hearing that as you take this time for self-care, and as you're encouraged to follow these things that bring you joy, to take action to make more time for that, you're going to feel so much more pleasure and joy and happiness, and your soul and your opportunities in this lifetime are going to expand far beyond what you can currently imagine. I'm hearing that by allowing this transformation to occur, by caring for yourself, by nurturing yourself and your wants and desires and your passion projects, Spirit is saying, my goodness, you cannot believe how much growth is going to occur. You cannot believe how beautifully it's going to happen, because right now you can't even see how much we have in store for you. I'm hearing that practicing self-love, practicing putting in time towards that which brings you joy, that helps the wheel turn in your favor faster. I'm also hearing continuing to work with the moon cycles, but also wishing on every star you see. I'm hearing the theme song to the 10th Kingdom, in that you don't have to just wish on stars. Spirit is saying it's okay for you to wish on anything and for anything, with the knowledge that the universe will provide one of 3 answers. Yes, not yet, or I have something better in store for you. Forgive me. My alarm going off. I think that's all the messages I have for you today, Group 2. Thank you for joining me. I hope this resonated. If it did, I invite you to leave a like and subscribe if you feel so called, and if not, that's okay too. I hope to see you again in a future reading. Thank you. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose the Labradorite. Let's look at the best way for you to work with the energy of this new moon. Thank you. Interesting. This came out in the last reading too. The best way for you to work with the energy of this new moon is to release anything that's still hurting you. Spirit is saying, really look at what you want to bring forward with you into the new year and into the new decade. What benefits does it have for you to hold on to past hurt? What can you do to let that go? And Spirit is not saying to forget about the lessons learned or to forget about those lost. Spirit is saying you don't need to hold on to that pain, to that heartache. Spirit is saying, let it go, release this. It's no longer serving you. And that you are better served by remembering the lessons and the good times, by remembering the joy before the heartache. The easiest area in which to manifest. I'm suddenly hearing it would also be beneficial for you to work with water. I'm hearing working with water and asking it to cleanse away that which no longer serves, to wash away the pain, particularly if it rains over the next 2 weeks or 4 weeks. Working with that, asking that to wash away that which no longer serves could be very useful to you. But the easiest area in which to manifest is strength. I'm hearing that the easiest area for you to manifest is and doing things that help you see your own inner strength is in acknowledging all that you've overcome and seeing how strong that has made you, but also in relying on your guides, both those who are your mentors and teachers and friends in this lifetime, but also those who are not embodied, if you so desire. I'm hearing that they are there with you and they want to support you, and they are always, always with you and waiting for you to call on them, that they are doing all they can to aid you, but they know they can do so much more if you're more open to it. I'm also hearing it will be easiest for you to manifest when you connect with things that bring you comfort and joy. I'm hearing for many of you this may be spending more time with a pet or with a younger sibling or with a friend. I'm feeling cozy blankets, stuffed animals, soft pillows. So taking the time to connect with things that make you feel safe will be really beneficial to you as well. Spirit is asking you to be open to, thank you. Oh, interesting. This came out in the last one as well. Spirit is asking you to be open to great transformation. Don't think of this as a scary card. I equate this much more to Phoenix energy in terms of, especially with the Three of Swords in the first spot. I'm hearing that by letting go of this heartache, by letting go of this pain, by acknowledging how often you've already risen from the ashes and moved forward, that's going to allow even greater positive transformation in your life. Additional resources to aid in manifestation. Page of Wands. I'm hearing learning a new hobby or taking the opportunity to pursue your passion projects, to spend time learning or putting into practice that which you've already learned in terms of things that bring you joy. Maybe this is a team you've joined for a team-based sport. Maybe this is practicing a solo sport or solo exercise. Maybe this is taking up a certain art style. Maybe this is writing. Maybe this is music. Whatever this is for you, Spirit is encouraging you to put time towards that and to work on growing that, because that will aid in this positive transformation. Other advice. Other advice. In your final cards, I'm seeing, once again, Spirit is asking you to acknowledge how far you've come. Spirit knows you've been through difficult times, painful times, times that you felt broke you completely. But Spirit also wants you to see how strong you are to have survived them. Spirit is saying that by connecting to the light of love within you, by connecting to your inner strength and knowing you are a phoenix, because look at how many times you've picked yourself back up, and connecting with that and knowing that inner flame within you has never gone out, even at times when it felt like it was about to. Spirit says by honoring that, by acknowledging that, that's a way to prove to yourself you do have this inner strength. It's a way to aid in burning away that which no longer serves. I'm hearing that working with fire, safety first, always, please. Working with fire would be a good way for you to work on releasing that which no longer serves. And also surrendering your wants and wishes and desires to the universe so it can aid you in obtaining them. In nourishment, I'm hearing you've come so far and you've done so much, but now it's time to pause. It's time to know that you've made it through the hardest time. You've made it through this really painful event or events, and now it's time to see the milk and honey on the other side. Now it's time to take care of yourself and to acknowledge and enjoy the fruits of your labor. I'm hearing that this new year and this new decade is going to be one of so much joy and comfort and love and support for you if you let it. I'm hearing that if you're open to it, if you surrender to it, Spirit wants to provide you with so much opportunity for growth and expansion, with an influx of new soul family and so many blessings. I've literally got chills right now, group 3. I'm hearing that when you trust in yourself and in your higher self and a power greater than you in this 3D realm, when you know and believe you are utterly supported, when you surrender to that, that is when the universe can work through you and work more quickly for you. Once again, group 3, I'm hearing, do not doubt your own power. Do not doubt that you are capable of great transformation, of quick and magical and wonderful growth. I'm hearing that you don't need to be afraid. I'm hearing the universe will catch you. And even if it doesn't, I'm hearing you're ready to soar. Whew. Once again, chills, group 3. My apologies. I think, yes, I'm hearing that's all the messages I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. I hope this resonated. If it did, I invite you to leave a like and subscribe if you so choose. And if not, that's a-okay. I hope to see you again in a future reading. Thank you. We thank you for the guidance that you have provided in this session. Thank you, universe. Thank you, guides of the highest truth and compassion. Thank you, spirit and ancestors. With deepest gratitude and love, we end this session.